share with you in this video about my Friday night funk because I reference it a lot. And so I thought, well, here's the story here. So because it was the Friday night funk that it led to an insight on Saturday morning that is a clear demarcation for me in my life and business where success just started skyrocketing. And what it was, I was in this funk on a Friday night, and it felt like I got hit with a freight train of insecure thought. And I kept trying to lighten the mood and do whatever I could, but it was overwhelming. And I almost felt like paralyzed with it. I couldn't go outside and enjoy the beautiful sunshine, and was a little bit beating myself up about that. But I knew a couple things that night. I knew, one, it wouldn't last forever. I knew, two, that I would feel better in the morning. And three, I knew it wasn't a good idea to make any big decisions or have important conversations or do creative work right then. And the next day, Saturday morning, I did feel better. I felt my mind cleared. But it was in the clearer mind that an insight began to emerge that changed my life forever. It was such a demarcation. It feels like the other one like that for me was when my father passed away. Somebody said to me once that you could qualify your life before and after your dad passed away. That's what it felt like for me. I can qualify my life before and after this insight. Because what this insight is I saw on Saturday morning that, oh my gosh, all of that insecure thought that was creating that funk that night that was so heavy, I thought it was personal. You see, I knew conceptually that insecure thought isn't personal or permanent, but I didn't know until Saturday morning how much I believed these insecure thoughts were saying something about me. The disconnect of those two, because I knew conceptually it's not, and I saw that I was believing it was. See, those two don't add up. In the light of day, those two things not adding up cracked my reality open. Now, I knew because of the severity of this Friday night funk that I would likely experience it again. And I almost got curious about, and was almost anticipating it. Ooh, I can't wait to see what it's like, because I knew the insight would change it wouldn't be exactly the same. I knew because of the severity that there was a lot of habit of thought in there that would likely resurface. And it was only a couple of weeks later that it did resurface. There was another funk. And I remember laughing at myself like, I wanted this because it still wasn't fun. But this funk only lasted 2 hours. And there were a couple of moments in it where I was kind of laughing at myself. And I was pretty sure that I would have another funk similar because I know how habit of thought can sometimes take a little while to change. But the third one, I think I did have a third one, but it was so light I can barely remember it. But ever since then, I no longer relate to insecure thought the same way. I still experience insecure thought. It still emerges because I'm not in control of my thinking. But when it does, it doesn't look like something I should do anything with anymore. Before, when I was blind to the way I was believing insecure thought was personal, when I would get feedback about something or I would do something wrong, I would just get this like sting in my chest. It would almost numb my entire body. You see, in anything we do, there's just a natural learning curve in. And when we think insecure thought is personal, when you're learning something new or developing greater mastery in what you already do, you want to challenge yourself. And in challenging yourself, you're going to do things wrong. You're going to make mistakes. And when those mistakes shut us down and put us back in comfort zone, our learning curve just takes longer. And it's one of the reasons I've been doing more videos. I used to be terrible at videos. It used to take me like a week to create one video, and it was 20 minutes and I hated it. I'm still by no means feel like I'm this master level at creating video content, but I'm playing with it in a way. I'm asking for feedback in it in a way that the learning curve is happening so much faster than anything else I've done in my career. So I hope this helps you. And my invitation for you would be to just look for yourself and see. First and foremost, do you know that insecure thought is not personal? Do you know that it's not actually telling you something about you or the situation and circumstance? It's all it's telling you is the way you're thinking about yourself or circumstance. That's it. It's not true. It's just a thought. And if you know that, then anytime you get in a funk or a low mood for more than a few minutes, maybe in that place, take a look and see, oh, am I relating to this thinking personally? And just see, for you, if those two things can start to disconnect. First knowing that insecure thought isn't personal and it's not giving you information about you or the circumstance. And if you are in a funk or a low mood for longer than a little while, it's very likely that you are taking it personally. And if you can see how those two things don't line up, you too might be able to create a crack in your reality via insight that liberates you to no longer do unnecessary long dances with insecure thought, to be more receptive to valuable feedback, and to try new things and enjoy the learning curve of getting really great at whatever you want to get great at. I hope this helps. Namaste.